different. You want a big house? Go and get it. And then you sit in the big house. And then after a little satisfaction for a little while, especially if you invite people whose houses are not as big, so that gives some food to ego for a while, but that wears off too, unless you have continuous cocktail parties. And then you have to compete with others whose houses are even bigger. That's another problem. But after a while, then you sit you made it. You got the big house, and then you sit there, and then the fulfillment of self that you derive from it begins to wear off. And then the mind comes, And the beautiful view, you may not even look at it anymore because you've seen it so many times. Oh, well, yeah, there it is. And now what? And you wake up in the middle of the night feeling fear. Where does that come from? Well, I might lose the house. If the stock market crashes completely, I may have to sell it. And then you sit in the big house and it's not fulfilling anymore. And then the mind might say, it's not big enough, that's why. So you try and get a bigger one. Or it says, yes, but the car doesn't go with it. You need a better car. Or the wife doesn't really fit anymore with the house. I now need a trophy wife to go with the house. And then you can imagine what kind of relationship that's going to be. That is entirely ego-based. You want her to add to you her youth or beauty as an image, to be admired with her by others. And she wants something else from you, whatever it may be. Probably the house. So you play with things on the world of form. It's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with big houses. They're nice, very nice. You can sit in them, move about. But not such a great deal, really. So once you have played with things, you realize whatever you can bring about in your life is not such a great deal, even becoming famous. For many people, that's, I want to come out of obscurity. There's a strange expression, he's living in obscurity. What does that mean? One magazine said, suddenly Eckhart Tolle emerged from complete obscurity. I didn't know I lived in obscurity. But it was in the magazine, so it must have been true. And then I've had a little taste of being famous after living in complete obscurity. And it's not a big deal. What I love is that so many people are experiencing transformation of consciousness. And that is nothing to do with the entity that sits here. It's because simply there's an openness, an opening. So some writing happens through it, some words come through it. It's an opening into the unconditioned. And then something new emerges, something fresh, something that can transform the world. But on the external level, being famous is completely meaningless. People recognize you. It's not even that great anymore if you sit in restaurants and they say, what's he eating? Oh,